You guys, this brand, they sucked me in. After seeing their ads so many times on YouTube, I was just helpless. Like, I couldn't help myself. I clicked on take the quiz. Whoever does the marketing for Il Makiage, which I hope I'm saying that correctly. I haven't actually heard anyone say it. I don't think. I don't remember if they say it in the ad or not, but that's the way it looks to me like it would be pronounced. Whoever does their marketing, like, honestly, bravo, bravo. Because I have seen so many Il Makiage YouTube ads for months, okay? I was being bombarded by these ads. Every time I would go on YouTube to watch a video, this girl would pop up on my screen telling me how flawless her foundation was, how it was the perfect coverage, how she didn't even have to go into a store, that she just took this simple quiz and it found the perfect shade and the perfect foundation for her skin. And one day I just clicked take the quiz. So if you haven't heard of Il Makiage, then I'm assuming you either are not on YouTube much or you don't search anything beauty related on YouTube, because I have been bombarded by these people, okay? And I asked a friend of mine in passing the other weekend if she had heard of Il Makiage, and she knew immediately what I was talking about. So I think that a lot of people, it's not just me, I think a lot of people are getting these ads repeatedly. And the ads I'm talking about are these ads where women are showing themselves applying foundation. And they're talking about how it's a perfect match foundation by taking an online quiz. So you don't even have to go into a store. You just answer this quick quiz online and they will send you the perfect foundation for your skin.
Everything, but it still looks like skin. Insane. Looks so natural. I took that 90-second quiz on their website to match me perfectly. It feels like I have nothing on my face.
I have always been super self-conscious about my skin, especially now that you can't get matched in stores. Try before you buy is a total game changer.
I've pretty much always struggled with my skin and breakouts. I took the Power Match quiz online, and this is like scary accurate. You would never know that I'm struggling with acne.
I have a really oily skin, so usually nothing lasts. It literally stays flawless all day long. This quiz will change your life.
So after watching these ads, like, I don't know how many times, 100 times, finally I was just like, you know what? Like, what's the harm? So I took the quiz over a month ago now. So I can't remember exactly everything that it asked me, but I do remember it would show you a series of photos, like 4 different women. And they would say, which of these women best resembles your skin tone? So you choose whichever one you felt best resembles, then it would go to another series of 4 photos. And it continued to narrow it down with more questions. So you just would choose and choose and choose. And then eventually, I guess, however its algorithm works, it just kept narrowing it down. I remember being asked something about also the texture of the foundation, or like how you like your skin to appear. There was something along the lines of like, do you like it to appear really, really dewy, or do you prefer a matte finish? I followed the series of questions, and then at the end of it, it sent me by email my perfect shade. I had the option to put in my credit card information and purchase the foundation with, I think it's a 14-day satisfaction guarantee. So you have to pay for shipping and you pay for your foundation, but you don't get billed until the end of that period, which I think is 10 or 14 days, and you can try it out. Now, along with the foundation, they also threw in a bonus gift, and you got to choose which gift you wanted. So I chose a liquid eyeliner. So that came with my package. So my package arrived in the mail at the end of March. And I have to say, I was so impressed with the packaging. I think it's very adorable. Aside from those YouTube videos, I don't know anything about this brand. I don't have any friends that wear this product, or at least that have told me about this product. I haven't heard of any YouTubers that I watch talking about this brand. So I honestly just watched all of those review ads and then followed the quiz and signed up. So I really didn't know whatsoever what to expect. I just assumed that they were spending so much on their advertising, they must at least have somewhat of a legitimate product. So this box came in the mail. It's this nice little black box. It says Il Makiage, New York. Such cute packaging. The foundation came in this nice little container. Then the eyeliner came in its own little box. And then there's a little instruction card for how this works. And then like little packaging. And I just think it was like a really nice presentation, and like the boxes are really cute. And I just felt like it gave me a little bit more confidence because it felt like a legitimate brand that obviously took time to think about their packaging and make a nice unboxing experience for people. So they definitely didn't just, you know, throw their foundation in like a little plastic container and ship it out in the mail. Like they actually have put some time and energy into thinking about what it would be like to open this box and unwrap your products. So on the inside of this box, there are instructions on how this company works. So it says, step 1, try the products. These products are yours to try for 14 days, starting on the day they were delivered. Step 2, love it or return it. If you love them, keep them. If you shockingly don't, visit ilmakiage.com/return to download your return label and send back any returns within 14 days of delivery. At the end of the trial, you'll only be charged for the products you keep. So it is really nice. Like it's a great, honestly, it's a great model for online businesses, because it's very scary to buy makeup, especially foundation, where you really do need to have the perfect shade or you are completely wasting your money. So I think that the business model is very smart, and it did give me, like, you know, the confidence to buy this, knowing that I could return it if I hated it. So in this box, there's also this card, and it says over 75% of women get foundation wrong, get yours right. So it explains how to apply it. Apply 2 pumps to your entire face, jaw, and neckline. Blend it out with a brush or sponge, not your hands. Wait 5 minutes for foundation to set before checking the shade. I don't think I've ever done that in my life. Let my foundation set. Are you supposed to? I guess you're supposed to do that. I did not know that. Don't match to your neck or wrist. They're a different tone than your face. Finish your face with concealer, blush, and bronzer. Wear for a full week to determine if it's perfect for you. So the packaging that the products came in was really nice, but the actual containers for the products are even nicer, I would say. This is a glass bottle, so that is not something that I see very often. Like, this thing has some weight to it. It's this really nice glass bottle, like a frosted glass. I think that the logo looks pretty cool, and then it has a cap on it and a pump, and so far it's worked really great. A couple of times when I pull the cap off, I accidentally like untwist the pump, so I must just be like pulling on an angle, and sometimes I do that. But aside from that, I really have no issues, and I think that it's a really nice little foundation bottle. And then this was the bonus eyeliner, which is just like this black packaging. Again, the brand name kind of pops out, and then it's a felt, I guess I would say like a foam or a felt tip type of applicator with a pointed end instead of bristles. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to try on the products for you. So in a few seconds, you are going to see me completely blank faced, so please prepare yourself. And we're going to put on the foundation together. I'm going to do the rest of my face. I'm going to also put the eyeliner on so you can see what that's like, and I'll tell you about my experience using the products and if I actually think that they are worth buying. I just want to say first though that I am not any kind of a beauty guru, beauty expert, beauty anything. I buy the same products every time. I do the exact same thing every time. The only thing I mix up really in my routine is maybe a different eyeshadow color. But essentially, I've been wearing the same products for a very, very, very long time. And I have no idea if my techniques are correct. I'm probably not using the right brushes for the right products. But you know what? It's okay. Beauty is like, makeup is like art, right? So just know that I'm taking full creative freedom in the way that I do this face. So please just don't judge too harshly when you watch me apply my makeup, because there's probably going to be some cringeworthy stuff that I do that's very, very a no-no in the beauty world. I also want to say that the price of this product, it's pretty expensive. So when I was doing the quiz and then I put my credit card information and I signed up for the 14-day trial, I did not realize that the prices were in US dollars. That's my own fault. Obviously, I should have questioned that. A lot of companies sell their products in US dollars, but for whatever reason, when I was punching in my info, I didn't even consider that. And I live in Canada and the exchange rate is not amazing. So they ended up being like significantly more expensive than I thought they would be. So to do the free trial, you have to pay in Canadian dollars. I paid about $13 in shipping and then about $65 for the foundation and the eyeliner. And they're saying that the eyeliner is like a bonus free thing, but I mean, nothing's free, right? So I paid $65 essentially for foundation and eyeliner, and included with the shipping, it's about $80. So it's not cheap. $80 for foundation and an eyeliner is, yeah, that's a little pricey to me. That's more than I would normally spend on makeup, but it's probably comparable to like a MAC foundation, which might be around $40, and a $20 eyeliner. So if for those prices, it's more like a premium kind of a makeup. So my expectations were pretty high for that price point. So let's get out there, let's get on the internet barefaced and see what this foundation actually looks like on, and if it lives up to all of those ladies that are raving and reviewing this product. Are the ads actually legitimate, or are they just trying to scam all of these people like me into buying their products? Okay, you guys, I am now going to show you what the foundation looks like on my skin. So right now, the only product I have on my face is moisturizer from last night after I showered. I don't have any kind of primer or concealer or anything on right now. So before I apply the foundation, I am going to put on a face primer. And the primer I have been using now for, I would say since the fall, so quite a few months, is the Rare Beauty Illuminating Primer, and I have been loving this. I find that it gives you a really nice glow, so I'm going to quickly put that on first, and then we will get started on the foundation. So I think that I have quite dry skin. I really soak up moisturizer, but I'm learning now that perhaps it's actually combination, because I do have lots of dry patches, but then this area of my face throughout the day always seems to get oily. So maybe that's what combination means. Okay, I feel appropriately primed. So now I'm going to apply the foundation. What I do is I pop the cap off and I take a few pumps and I put them on the top of my hand. And then I use a brush and I dab in that, and then I rub it all over my face. So I wanna say that when I was doing the online quiz to choose my shade, I did try to choose a shade that's a little bit darker than my actual complexion, because my face is very fair. And in the summer, I always wear sunscreen on my face, and I do try to protect my face. The rest of my body does typically get darker than my face. And I think that's common for a lot of people. I know that a lot of people try to match their foundation with their body and not necessarily their like natural skin tone, especially with self-tanning too. Like a lot of people self-tan their bodies and not their faces. So if I'm applying it and you notice it is a little bit darker, it is because I did intentionally try to do that. And I really wanted a foundation that would cover up the redness in my cheeks. So as you can see, like here, that's the main reason that I wear liquid foundation. Otherwise, I don't like liquid foundation. I don't like, less is more in my opinion when it comes to makeup. Like I don't love caking up in layers of makeup, but I am self-conscious about the redness in my cheeks. And I really, really do like the idea of having a more even skin tone. So that is what I hope this foundation will do for me. So I'm going to put it on, we're going to take a look. And I think what I will do is apply it to half my face, and we'll see what kind of coverage it gives me. We'll see how it compares to my actual skin tone and see if it does cover up some of that redness that I'm talking about. So let's apply it. Okay, so it's a little bit tricky to apply foundation on half your face. So I know it probably looks a little bit strange. My nose is a little off, but so this is how the makeup compares with no foundation or makeup whatsoever, and then one layer of foundation on my face. So I chose in my quiz that I wanted medium coverage. So I'm not trying to completely hide my skin tone, hide my like natural complexion. I'm not trying to hide everything. I'm just trying to get a little bit more of an even color and maybe a little bit more of a tanned look that matches the rest of my body. So that is what I'm going for. So I feel that this does a pretty good job of that. Like, I don't think it looks strikingly darker or strikingly unnatural. I also think you can still see some of the redness through my face, but not in a way that I dislike. So I'll now put it on the rest of my face and we can take a look. Okay, so you can tell I don't do beauty videos because I would have known that wearing a shirt with a collar to do your foundation and makeup is probably not the best idea. So this is how the Woke Up Like This Flawless Base Foundation in shade 60 looks on my face. I think that the coverage is great. It really suits my needs. If you're someone who wants a fuller coverage foundation, then you would just select that in your quiz. They have tons of options when you're doing the quiz. You really get to specify what you like. They also allow you to choose like how matte or luminous you want the foundation to be. And I believe, I can't remember now because I did it a month ago, but I chose somewhere in the middle. I didn't want like a completely matte foundation, but I also didn't want a super dewy, super luminous look. I just wanted somewhere in between, because where my face does get oily throughout the day and I find I have to apply powder, I didn't want like an ultra luminous foundation because I thought that maybe that would like highlight that or make it a little bit worse. So this is kind of more of like a velvety texture where I don't think that it looks dry or super, super matte, but it also doesn't really, it doesn't have any kind of shimmer or luminosity really to it at all. I have always avoided liquid foundations because I absolutely hate having a layer on my face. Aside from like my wedding day and special events where I would sometimes wear liquid foundation. But aside from that, I always just wear powders. And so up until this point, whenever I put a liquid foundation on my face, I always felt that I had like a mask on, or I always felt textured. I felt like I couldn't touch my face. I felt sticky. Like I felt like my skin wasn't breathing, and I didn't like the feeling of having a liquid foundation on. But this, I don't even, like, while I'm saying this out loud and I'm just thinking of how I've felt wearing it over the last month, like, that's not something that crosses my mind. I don't have any issues with my face feeling sticky. I don't have any issues with my face feeling like my pores can't breathe, which I think is like all psychological. I'm sure that, well, actually it's not all psychological. I'm sure your pores are clogged actually. But the feeling of that is probably more so in my head than actually being able to feel that. But with this foundation, I don't feel that way at all. It feels like a very light, very velvety layer on my face, and I honestly just forget all day long that I have it on. I will continue to do the rest of my makeup now quickly, and then we'll chat afterwards. So this foundation I find blends great with this concealer. This is just one concealer in particular, but it is a popular concealer and it is a good brand. So NARS does make a really nice concealer, and the two products seem to go really well together. Okay, so we have the eyeshadow completed. So now we will put on the ink liner black eyeliner. So you know what? I'm glad I put this eyeliner on because it really reminded me of how nice this is. I don't really wear liquid eyeliner, but this is a very precise eyeliner pencil. It has like a foam tip. It's not bristles, it's like a foam, but it really somehow it's soft, but it also like really retains its shape as you're going on. So I don't know how they managed to perfect that, but it really allows you to be super precise, and it's like really, the pigment stays at the end of the tip and allows you to get a really straight line. So, I mean, these lines are not perfect whatsoever, but that's not this pencil's fault. That's this person's fault. But overall, with my very limited experience and my limited skill, I think that they actually still turned out pretty good. And that's all thanks to that eyeliner. So if you are someone that likes liquid eyeliner, I think this is an excellent one. And I would say it's the best liquid eyeliner I have ever tried. So yeah, recommend this if you do like liquid eyeliner. Before I apply my mascara, I'm going to put the remaining powder products on my face. So even though I think this is really nice coverage and I like the feel, I still need some powder on my face. Over a decade now, I've been using the same mineral powder foundation. It's the Mary Kay in Beige 1. I usually always put this over top of my liquid foundation, because even though this foundation, like, it does have a really nice texture, it doesn't look super oily, it's like a nice velvet feeling, I think I'm just so used to the powder feel that I just need to absorb any of the oils or any of the shininess. I just need to absorb that. So I'm going to apply this powder over my face, then I'll put some bronzer powder on and a little bit of highlighter, then we'll put the mascara on, and then we will give our final thoughts. Okay, you guys, we are now back, and I'm going to give my final thoughts on Il Makiage foundation and whether I would recommend purchasing it. So, do I like the foundation? Yes, absolutely. I think that it really did live up to my expectations. I think that the color match was excellent. I think that the texture of the foundation is perfect for what I was looking for. I really do think that they delivered on what they promised in their quiz results. I also think the eyeliner is great, actually. Wearing it today, I don't wear it often, so putting it on today kind of reminded me how nice the product actually is, and I may wear it more. Would I buy it again? That's the real question. So here's the thing. I paid in total about $80 Canadian for these two products. That's including shipping and including taxes. And when I think of $80 for a foundation and an eyeliner, the way that I break up that cost, even though they say it's a free eyeliner, like, if I paid $80 for a foundation, then I'm going to be devastated. So for my own sanity and my own peace of mind, I'm going to assign a value to the eyeliner, because that's way too painful to me to think of spending $80 on foundation. So in my head, the way I think of it is like $60 for the foundation and $20 for the eyeliner. And that's expensive. That is expensive makeup. The last liquid foundation that I bought was the MAC foundation, and I think that was in like the $45 range. Like, that was including tax. So this is a lot more than that. I'm on the fence about it. If lockdown continues and I can't go shopping for an extended period of time, and I can't go in store and try on products, then this is definitely the route I will continue to go, because the free trial just gives you such great peace of mind knowing that if it is the wrong shade, you can send it back and try again. So for that reason, I do recommend this brand if you are living somewhere that you can't try on a product, because in my opinion, if I were to go on the Sephora website and buy a new foundation and pick a shade based on just like the shade wheel that they show on Sephora, like whatever color looks like your skin tone, that's like a huge gamble to me. I mean, if I'm paying $40 or $50 for a foundation just kind of on a whim, like that, no way. I would rather just not wear it than potentially get a bottle of foundation that doesn't suit me whatsoever. So the fact that you go through that quiz and they do ask like a series of pretty detailed questions to narrow down the right foundation for you does make it a much more likely chance that it's going to suit your skin than just going on a website and choosing based on photos. So for that reason, I think that it is a good product to buy. And that does help justify the premium price because it is tailored to you. However, if I was able to go shopping at a Sephora or MAC or wherever and try on products again, I would probably try to find a foundation that is cheaper than this one, that does the same job. If I could go in store and try them on and know that it works, then I would probably pick a different one. But I'm also a creature of habit. And once I find a product I love, I do usually just buy that thing over and over and over again. So my conclusion would be that if you are unable to go in store right now to try on products, or if you are in store, but you can't find one you love and you are willing to spend the money or able to spend the money on a more premium beauty brand, then I do think this is a good purchase. I do not think that it's the only foundation that is excellent and that would have the same kind of texture and coverage and all of that. Like, I'm sure that there are tons and tons and tons of brands that do the exact same job. I just haven't been in a Sephora. I can't go anywhere right now, actually. So I'm unable to go find them. So the boat I'm in, this is a great solution for that. In normal life, if I was able to go somewhere, then maybe not. But for now, I think if you're in the same boat as me, then it is a worthwhile purchase. Depends on how much you are able to or willing to spend and how easily accessible other brands are for you. So I do not think that Il Makiage is a scam. I do not feel duped by them. Even if the people in those YouTube ads are actually actors, I think that there are tons of customers who would feel that way. So even if they are actors, I do think that they do represent probably a lot of people like me who bought the products and were really satisfied and did feel that they did deliver on their promise and get a really good foundation that did match their skin tone. So you guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know down below if there are any other products you would like to see me review. I have a ton of fun doing these videos and sometimes I find some really awesome stuff. So let me know. If you like this video, let me know with a like below. If you want to see more fun content like this and hang out with me again, feel free to subscribe. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you again very soon. Okay, bye-bye. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, testing. Il Makiage.